to the Tax Playbook. I'm Trenda Hackett, your Web CPA, and I'm with the Web CPA Virtual Tax Clinic. And at any time, if you have questions about anything I share in these videos, please visit us at www.virtualtaxclinic.com. Here again, this is the Tax Playbook where I'm giving you tips and strategies for you to win in your taxes. And as always, I want you to like this video, share this video, comment on this video, and subscribe to this channel so you can be in the know of the amazing content that we're uploading each week. So let's get to our topic on today. I'm so excited to tell you about this great tax benefit that's been around forever. It is a tax benefit that I used when my children was much smaller, but I'm going to break it down for you today. And like I said before, if you have any questions or you need some help navigating this or setting this up for yourself, visit us at www.virtualtaxclinic.com. So now let's get to our topic on today. So in the Tax Playbook on today, I'm going to talk about how you can hire your kids to work for you and receive a tax benefit in the form of a tax deduction or a tax credit that will result in you paying less taxes. You're keeping more dollars in your pocket in the form of a refund or in the form of breaking even. But the bottom line is that's what we're all about at the Tax Playbook. With the Tax Playbook is to help you win in your taxes. Now, most of what all of what I'm gonna be sharing is applicable to any business owner that that whether you file a Schedule C, whether you file 1120 for a C corporation, 1120S for an S corporation, or 1065 for a partnership, or a Form 990 for a nonprofit, and you don't have to. Well, what we're talking about is you employing your child to work for you. But the biggest benefit comes with those Schedule C filers. So I'm going to particularly be talking about those of you that are business owners and you file your business activity on your taxes on the Schedule C. However, if you have questions about any other business type like the 1065, the 1120, 1120S, or the nonprofit, we can help you in the Web CPA Virtual Tax Clinic. Again, visit us at www.virtualtaxclinic.com. So what is it? What is it? This is a creative and legal way to generate tax write-off for you in your business in the form of the deduction, tax deduction on your Schedule C or on your business tax return, and in the form of tax credits so that you could pay less in taxes. Who is eligible? Who is eligible? Business owners. You have to be an owner of a business. And here again, we're talking about how you can get a tax benefit of hiring your kid to work for you. How much is it? The deduction part of it can be up to $12,550 in 2021, because that is the standard deduction. This is a $12,550 business deduction per child in the form of wages on your line 26 of your Schedule C. This also puts you in the position to qualify for some refundable tax credits. And guess what? We're going to be talking about hiring your kid, putting your kid on payroll. And if your kid or your kids are under the age of 18, guess what? There's no payroll taxes, and you still get that tax deduction. So we're going to get into it. How do I get it? So if you see here on the whiteboard, it's a step-by-step process. And here again, I want you to think about it in this way. I know when my kids were younger, I had to, be giving them money for allowances, monies for things and activities at school, and just monies for them to go up to hang out with their friends. But when I learned about this really cool tax benefit, instead of giving them an allowance, I put them on payroll. They worked in the business. They had legitimate jobs. I set it up as, they were working, whether it was doing administrative work or maintenance or cleaning or filing or what have you. I put them on payroll. open up them a bank account, pay them a bi-weekly wage, file the quarterly payroll tax reports, didn't have to pay any payroll taxes. But when I got to file my tax return, got a deduction for those wages that I paid to them. And guess what? If I kept their amount of wages under the standard deduction for a single person for that year, they didn't have to pay, they didn't have a tax filing requirement because what I paid them was under the amount of the standard deduction. So let's get into it. How can I get it? The first thing you're going to do, you're going to hire your child for a job in your business. Now that can be administrative work. You can have a child that's under the age of 18 that can do social media. You may be in the modeling business, or you may need your child to take pictures to display your products, or what have you, or cleaning, or whatever. You hire your child for a job in your business, and you handle this as if you would hire anybody. Don't think just because it's your child you can get away with kind of doing the paperwork, but the paperwork will be all worth the tax deduction or the tax credit that will help you keep tax dollars in your pocket. Number two, open your child up a bank account. Open your child up a bank account, because what you want to do is have a bank account in that child's name, where when you pay that child their bi-weekly wage, weekly wage, or if you pay them once a month, you're going to put that money in that bank account. Number three, pay your child a paycheck instead of allowance or any other money that they may be asking for. But the key here, you want to give them a reasonable salary for the work that you have hired them to do. And I'm going to talk at the end about some Department of Labor laws that you really need to be mindful of. Here again, you're going to treat your child just like a regular employee if you were to hire an employee in your business. And number four, you're going to deposit that child's paycheck in their bank account. When you pay them their paycheck, you can deposit that child's paycheck in that bank account, and you can write whatever, or they can spend whatever they want out of that bank account. But here again, it's all about the way that you're doing it, because in the end, you're setting yourself up for this beautiful tax write-off. And this is a tax strategy called income shifting, because what you're doing, you're shifting your income to your kids, and your kids don't have to pay taxes on the income, and then you don't have to pay taxes on the income either, because you get a deduction for the wages that you pay to them. And number five, you would have to file quarterly payroll tax returns, Form 941. And guess what? If your kid is under the age of 18, you won't have any payroll tax due. You won't have any payroll tax due, but you still have to file the forms. And number six, after you paid your child during the whole year, in January of the following year, you're going to issue your child a W-2 at the beginning of the next year for the wages paid. The key here, you're going to be tracking their gross wages throughout the year. Make sure that those wages don't go over $12,550, because you're going to give your child a W-2. And the whole strategy is to pay your child the amount to where they won't have a tax return filing requirement, because the amount of their wages is equal to or less than the standard deduction, and they will wipe all their income out anyway. And number seven, here again, your child will have no filing requirement if the wages you pay them are less than the standard deduction. Okay, I know I went through that really quick, but you can play the video back, you can pause it. This is for business owners, and if your child is under the age of 18 and you are a Schedule C filer, you may have a question is, how does this work in any other type of business? You still can hire your kid, but if you're hiring your kid in any other type of business, you would treat that kid as if they were a regular employee. You will file the Form 941s, but you will have a payroll tax liability due. But now the really cool thing about when your children get over the age of 18 You can hire them. You can still hire them in your business. Now you can get the wage deductions for the wages that you pay them. You still have to pay the payroll taxes, but you can even get a deduction for a part of the payroll taxes. But when your children get, if you hire your children in your business, let's say you have children that go to college, and if they're age 21 or older and they're not a dependent on your return, it doesn't matter what type of business you have. If you hire them in your business, guess what? You can offer tuition reimbursement for them as you would any other employee. So there's a lot more intricate details in this tax write-off. Is perfectly legal, but one of the things I want to remind you, when you are hiring your children to work for you, as particularly those that are under the age of 18, you have to be mindful of the Department of Labor laws. So the beautiful thing about this, you don't have to worry about it, because guess what? If the fact that you're exempt from the Department of Labor laws, if you hire your kids in a business that is owned by their parents. So you don't have to worry about that, just because your child works in your business that is owned by you. So I know I have shared a lot of information here on today, but as always, I want you to visit us at www.virtualtaxclinic.com if you have any questions. If you say, I want to take advantage of this tax benefit, I want to get my records and stuff set up right now, you visit us and we'll help you navigate that process. Now, that's all I have for you today. Be sure to like this video, comment on this video, share this video, and subscribe to this channel. And be sure to turn on your notifications, because you want to be in the know of the amazing and wonderful information that we are adding to these videos each week. Now you go out and you have an amazing day, and you have a lovely, lovely day.